Hello everybody. For today's video, I am just sort of playing around a little bit and trying out something new. I'm attempting to just keep my voice and tone sort of mellow. Meanwhile, attempting to hopefully pull up the gains a little bit. I know the microphone I use is the Blue Yeti microphone, and the problem I sometimes have is that a car passing by on the road, my mini fridge likes to turn on, the air vents turning on, people in the house do things. It really doesn't matter what time of day. There's always something. So, fingers crossed, today's ramble, I can sort of turn up the gains and we can just stay mellow. I guess while I'm on the topic, it seems like everyone who lives out by me, and I've mentioned before, I live not too rural. I'm only like 10 minutes from town, but rural enough that it seems like every truck out this way, mainly trucks, but most cars, everyone deletes their catalytic converters and their mufflers. And so, usually it's not a simple, regular hybrid driving by. It's 1 a.m. and a truck loud enough that it could be heard a mile away drives by my house. That usually seems to be the case, at least. So, I don't really have a plan for tonight's video. Honestly, I decided to just sort of keep the room dark. I'm just using a halo light. The room's dark and quiet. I'm sure you're a little sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. And who knows? I was planning on... See, I don't make any money doing this. I genuinely just love the support you guys give me. I feel like there's a couple of you that watch like every video, comment on every video, and almost always have very kind words and sometimes funny comments, and that right there genuinely brings like a smile to my face. I think I've mentioned it before, but I think it's the YouTube Studio app. I just have it on my phone, and I think usually it's like a minute or two. I think usually it's like 2 minutes from the time someone posts a comment on a video that the notification on my phone will appear. And I mean, I see literally every single one. Well, I think sometimes YouTube, I have it set so that all comments appear. But I think YouTube does some weird stuff sometimes. So majority of the comments come right to my phone. And you guys are, just either really supportive, like I said, funny. I know there's one I keep seeing people add to. I believe it was my entire gun collection video. And there's a chain right now of like, oh man, I can't do it justice off the top of my head. Like someone just responded like, me in England with my knife. And then it's just gone out of control. And people keep commenting, one was me in Ukraine with my javelin. And for those unaware, a javelin is a massive shoulder-fired rocket launcher. There's just some hysterical comments. And then there's, those comments where people, whether I open up about something, share something heartfelt with you guys, or just genuinely enjoy me and the content, and just a simple, hey, great video, keep it up, and it really, really brightens my day. I can't stress that enough. So that's why I do it. Back to my original point. Why I mention this is like the Blue Yeti. I think it was like 120, 130 maybe dollars. That came out of my pocket. And I was looking the other day because I've seen a bunch of different mics and setups, and the fancy, got like 2 different hanging microphones. I've seen JoJo. He has a $10,000 head that you can literally touch, and it registers that into your headphones, like where on the head it's being touched. I totally see why it's worth that kind of money. The one I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, the Blue Yeti is a great microphone for starting out, but it's not necessarily designed specifically for ASMR. It's just a general purpose microphone. It's, like I said, it's high-end, but you can use it for all different types have the boom arm. At least I think that's what you call it. And like anytime I play a game on my PC, I just, there's a little screw on the bottom that screws into that little peg coming out, and I can use this for video games. So I wanted to potentially, I guess the next step up, I think it's called a 3DO. It's got like, I'm sure most of you have seen it by now. It's like a box, and it's got two ears on the outside that I feel like it picks up sound better. And I don't know if it was necessarily designed for ASMR or not, but I do know that it is definitely a step up from the Blue Yeti. So, of the many things I would like to do that I don't have the funds for, that is definitely one of them. I would like to. I just crossed 500 subscribers, which is sort of a little bit why I rambled in the beginning about you guys' support. And I would like to, when I hit 1,000, monetize the channel. And that way, see, I have a vision, and unfortunately, I'm currently unemployed. I'm hopefully gonna get a job soon. Hopefully. I feel like the job market, I have applied over the last, literally 2 months, and I must have applied to, over 10 jobs, legitimately, in a field that I have a certification for. I'm certified as a CNA and a medical assistant. I've applied to 10 different jobs across those 2 titles, and one has called me for an interview. That interview has been well over a week now. She gave me a business card. I've tried calling it and nothing. So, I feel like the job market is kind of crazy right now. But the point being is that I have an idea. I get a lot of ideas well outside my funds, which right now I'm broke. I want to keep the channel not necessarily lo-fi, but I don't want, and the problem I see with a lot of channels is once you take that step towards having every video has green screen, every video has hours worth of editing, every video has an hour and a half long elaborate backstory, and there's scripts, there's props, and I feel like once you take that step, you can't really take a step back, And I'd like things to improve. Like I said, I have this vision, or I would like a green screen. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing, like, my desk, my PC, like, I guess videos like this, it doesn't matter, but I'd like a green screen for some videos. But at the same time, I don't want to go, like, past that point of no return where, like I said, it would become almost expected of me that every video is 2 hours long and overly complex. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I make videos that you guys want to see, but also that I have fun making. So, I want to keep a balance there, so that I can continue doing this. And ultimately, like I said, my vision would be, if this channel does start bringing in money, I could get one of those 3DO microphones for better sound quality. I would love, this right here, this is the brand new iPhone 14 Max, or Pro Max. It's like the best phone I could get. Quality-wise, that's what I'm filming on. But I would love a designated camera. I'd love a green screen. And I'd also kind of like some props. Like I said, nothing. I don't know. I'll have to see. I do want to do some more elaborate videos. I have to be inspired to create. I'm certainly not at a point right now. Maybe one day I'll get there, but right now I'm not, where I don't feel the need. Like, at least 2 videos a week is what I'm putting out. And I don't feel like I'm ever sitting down and, like, because I'm currently doing Wednesdays and Sundays for uploading, I believe. Yeah. I have yet to, like, be in the position where I sit down on, Wednesday and, I try to upload them. I'm East Coast, so I try to upload them around, like, 10 p.m. East Coast. I don't know what, like, the most optimal time is, but that's 7 o'clock on the West Coast for America. And I feel like the interaction is better. I used to do 5, but I bumped it back because, like I said, I feel like there's more engagement. But I'm never sitting there, like, at 7 p.m., like, oh, I gotta upload a video in a couple hours. What am I gonna do? Like, they just sort of come naturally, and I kind of get inspired to make content. And I don't know. I'm having fun with it. I've sort of, because last year when I started back in April, and I didn't have, like, I'm building and understanding things more, and I think it was around August that I went to 2 videos a week, and it's been going pretty good since then, so I'm hoping to keep it up. But yes, I'd love to do the occasional. See, this right here, where it's just me. I don't know if you guys enjoy it or not, but it's just me. Whatever's going on in my life, whether it's a new... The big things with me are video games. I love video games. I love guns. I like... What do I normally ramble about? Car stuff. Pokemon cards. I like Legos. And those things pretty much take up my whole room. But like, whether I have a new car thing, I bought a new gun, whatever's going on in my life, I feel like I can just sit here, be me, and just chat, just talk to you. And if you're just listening for the sounds, if you're listening because you maybe find something I'm talking about interesting, I just sort of like that more personable approach. And I'm a talkative kind of guy. I love I love talking. That's literally one of my friends. You'll hear me mention him. His name's Corey. We met when we were both Cub Scouts. We were 6th grade. We were 6-year-olds. We were really young. We met when we were in Cub Scouts. He left, and in middle school we did a few things, but not too much. It wasn't until about, I think, a sophomore year of high school, we both did junior ROTC, and like, we've been best friends ever since. So you'll see me ramble about him a lot, but like, that's one of the things that, for like our dynamic, is we don't always have to do this big let's go. We sometimes do, don't get me wrong. I strongly doubt it, but Englishtown, New Jersey, sometime, I think it's June or July, we go every year to Formula Drift. And I'm not, like, big into drifting, but it's close enough to where I live that it's fun to watch. And we've been going the last 2 years. This will be the 3rd year. Come say hi if you care. I will be there. But, like, we do that. But we only do, like, big things like that once or twice a year. Typically, our dynamic is literally like what we're doing right now, where he'll come over like at least once a month. We'll catch up. We'll talk about cars, guns, video games, and I mean, we can just chat and hours can pass. So I'm a talkative person. So, like I said, this format here works very well for me. Sometimes we reminisce a little too much. I'm a very sappy kind of person. I kept, and I'm really glad I did, every day my senior year of high school. And we were both in junior ROTC. I was the corps commander, so I was in charge of everybody. And to say that that was the best time of my life is an understatement, because I was in charge of like 150 people. And it was, when it needed to be serious, it was. But other times it was absolute shenanigans or drama, or like we stayed after school hours every night. We'd skip a bunch of classes to go down and hang out and chat, and I have so many shenanigans. It's not even funny. I could make a several hour long video about that. Where even was I going with that? The point being, yes. So I have lived through all that. Just by reminiscing, me and you could have a video for hours. And sometimes he'll come over, and I'm like kind of a night person. I like to wake up around like 9 or 10 in the morning when I'm off of work or off of school or off of anything. And I like to stay up till like 1 or 2 in the morning. That's like that's where I like to be at. But once I hit like 3 or 4 a.m., I'm useless. Like, I can't make it past that normally. And the example I was going to use was 4th of July. He was planning on leaving at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I walk him out to his car in my driveway. And we get to talking like we normally do. And it started because back in high school, anytime I'd go over to his house, it was like a joke between his parents and me, but it was true. Like he'd say, "Oh, I'm gonna walk Dylan out to his car," and 3 hours would pass, and his mom would peek out the door. "I thought you said he was leaving." So we still do that to this day. But anyway, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we just start chatting about high school and reminiscing on those old times, thinking about the new times, whatever drama's going on in the world. And next thing I know, it's 7 in the morning, the sun starts coming up, and my mind just went from literally 1 in the morning to 7 in the morning, just like that. And it's crazy how much we can talk. So my original point being, this is the format I really like to do. However, I wouldn't mind if this channel was making some money, to use that money to buy camera, microphone, green screen, and then props. If I had props, I could do more elaborate role plays. I've mentioned before, I'd love to do a Phantom of the Opera one. I love Phantom of the Opera. The other one, not sure if anyone's ever done. I can't believe it. As much as I love guns, I do not have a lever action, So I want to get a lever action. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of my all-time favorites. I'd love to do a cowboy roleplay. Oh my god, I'd have so much fun with that. And something like that, yeah. Some prompts, a green screen. Oh, I'd have so much fun, you wouldn't even know. I don't know if I could. I've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact right now. I don't know if I could pull off any of those characters. But I don't know if I could pull off any of those characters. But that's another one, like, buy a costume, dress up, and then do the video. I gotta have fun with that. But, like I said, at the end of the day, all this sort of costs money. And so while I would love to do those things, I do not have the funds for it. So that's why there's been a lot of talking videos. I guess that's my original point I was trying to make. I'm also very scatterbrained. Maybe ADHD? That hasn't been diagnosed. But my original point was, yes, I like doing this, I like talking to you. And I would like to do role plays, I just don't have the funds. That just got so lost, like, in translation of things. So one day hopefully I can monetize. And can I run 2 Blue Yetis? Does that even sound good? I don't know. So that's just sort of where I'm at. And I legitimately, I don't know how much. I need new contacts. They're getting old. If you can sort of see a little bit about me, is I genuinely sat down here and had absolutely no idea what I was going to talk about. Excuse me. I just sat down and started talking. And here I am, like 30 minutes later. And I've talked about a lot of stuff. So, as you can see, I'm quite a talkative person. That's what I was mentioning, like that night, 4th of July party. I could talk and talk for hours, literally, if the conversation's good. I could, literally. I'll try to keep this brief, like Pokemon cards. I have some cards out of every English set ever released. Now, like, if you know, like Skyridge and Aquapolis, I only have... Aquapolis, I have like 20 different cards. Skyridge, I think I have like 3, but I have some. But the point being is, I could sit there on Pokemon cards alone. Like, if you sat down with me, not knowing a thing about it, I could probably talk for an hour or 2 easily. Just pull out my collection, literally show you the cards, history about them, where I got them, and I could just talk your ear off. Guns. If you'd never touched a gun or don't know anything, there's different calibers I could go over, different types. I could play with them, take them apart, show you them, show you the bullet comparisons, video games. I could literally talk about my favorites, why they're my favorites. I could talk for hours. So I can also talk about how my Cowboys lost. It's a sad day. Maybe next year. kind of figured that was going to happen tonight, but oh well. So yeah, I think I've kind of rambled long enough, but final thoughts here. I just want to, like I said, thank you guys again. We passed 500 subscribers, and who knows? But I'll continue to make videos, and I'm not at all like stressing or like hard pressed to make videos. They just come naturally. I mean, look at this. I was literally about to lay down and watch some TikToks, and I just felt like some creativity, you know. And so here we are. So if you like this more slow style, slower paced, quieter, I don't know, let me know. And if you have any ideas for videos, let me know. And I'll throw it out there, but if someone would like to buy me a camera, or a new microphone, or a green screen, my Cash App is DylanMan22. It is in the description. You would save me a lot of headache. And who knows, you know, maybe I'll start something. If that's a little, no. I just had the idea, if you wanted to, I don't have like a P.O. box or anything, but if you wanted to, you could send me like money and a link. You could buy me, or just buy myself at that point. You could buy me a costume, and I could make a role play, which I think that would start off as like a good idea. Like someone could be, oh well, here's a $20 Amazon like cowboy outfit to make your Red Dead role play. I think it would start off fine and dandy, and then I could see it like absolutely devolving. You know what? At least for the time being. If you want to do that, I will honor it. I'm gonna regret that probably, but I'll honor it. If you want, cash at me. Send me a link. Say, hey, here's a. Alright, this one's my idea, so no, I won't allow this one. I'm not giving you guys ideas, but like if you sent me like a nurse maid outfit, like one of those like old-timey skimpy nurse dresses or something like that, and you pay for it, I will wear it and I'll make a video. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'll honor it. I can't guarantee the video will be good, depending on what you send me. I don't know how well I'd make as a. Oh man, I could see that being real bad. I'll honor it. This is a one-time offer. If you see this, I will honor it. I might regret that, but outside of that, I genuinely do appreciate you guys, and your comments mean the world to me, from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, like genuinely. And you guys put a smile on my face every day, so really want to thank you guys one last time for 500 subscribers. And I guess that is where I will leave the video off. Let me know if you have any ideas, questions, comments, concerns, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next video.